Good morning, YouTube. So we're back again. This time we're going to be doing the E55. It was here last time for a RaceIQ ECU tune, so we added some horsepower to it. This time we're going to be adding, not adding anything actually, we're going to be doing some maintenance to it. It's just a quick little oil change on the supercharger. Not many people realize it, but there is oil inside of the supercharger that needs to be changed out as well. A lot of times over the years and the miles, it'll just evaporate with time. So when you go to take the old oil out, sometimes there's not even any old oil in there. So that's another reason why you want to change it or put that on your to-do list, because a lot of times you don't even have no oil in there. So for the prolonging the lives of the bearings, is best to change out that oil, make sure that it's fresh. It's not very common, but sometimes the superchargers do have issues with the bearings going bad and needing to be swapped out, which involves a lot of labor. So to prevent that, you can just change it out. Takes probably like 15-20 minutes, doesn't take long at all. This right here is the oil that we're going to be using. It's called some Jet oil. Some people have seen it online. It usually comes in a different canister, but people that I got it from online, they just kind of piece it out like this. The bottles look fucking crazy, but I promise it's not what it looks like. It's jet oil, but you only need a little bit. Probably use the last of this and maybe a little bit of those bottles. Over here we got these Allen keys with the ball ends. It's hard to get to the little drain plug that's on the supercharger. So by using these Allen keys, it'll give us the, I guess you could call it, flexibility to get it at the right angle and still be able to take the Allen key out. So those are the few tools that we'll need. You really won't need too much. Got some rags ready, but we're just waiting for him to pull up. He should be here any second, and then we can get to working. So I'll see you guys in a second. So one last tool that we'll be using is this syringe. Just a liquid syringe to put the oil inside of. With this hose, we'll connect it to it and be able to put this small hose inside of the supercharger to suck out all the old oil, and then also we'll be able to put the new oil inside using the same tool. So that's one of the most important tools of the job, because you got to have a way to get the oil in and get it out. Without something that small of a tip, then it's really hard to get it in and out. Once you see the hole, you'll see what I'm talking about. Alright, so we got this E55 here. We got it set up back here just so that it's level. It's not a huge thing that you got to worry about, but I guess if you want to be all about the details and make things perfect, we got it level. So this is a supercharger. It's hard to see it. Hopefully you can see that. But there is a small little plug that we're going to be taking out, and it's buried in there. So that's why we got that little Allen key with the ball on it. We're going to see how long it takes to get it out. Hopefully it doesn't take too long and we can just get this all done. Alright, so we got the E55 here. We got the Allen key, like I said. We're just going to see if we can get this in here. It's a tight fit and kind of hard to get down there, but with this Allen key and the ball on the end of it, it makes it a little bit easier for you to get in there versus just a regular straight Allen. So right now we're lucky, everything is coming off smooth. And when you get this out, you want to be slow and don't try to rush it, because the drain plug is super small, and if you drop it, it'll cause a lot of headaches. So you just go slowly and boom. So you can see that little plug right here. Don't drop it. So we're gonna see what we can get out of that hole now. I'm gonna use that small syringe that we got right here. So got this one, it's brand new. This is the hose. Connect this. Just twist on real quick. So now we got this set up. We're going to feed this into this hole right here as best we can and see what we can get out of here. So when you feed this tube in, it has a curl to it a little bit, but you want to try to twist the curl so that it goes down kind of down to the bottom of the supercharger, because if it curls up, you're just going to be up in the air and not really getting much oil out, if any. Like I said, a lot of times the supercharger oil does evaporate over time with the mileage and the heat, so sometimes you don't even have any oil in it. I've seen sometimes where you literally barely get anything out. And you gotta go deeper. So that was like that deep. So you gotta go deeper. Try to bend it in a way that it can go smoothly. This is just the trickier part. It's not really hard, it just takes some time, a little tedious. Especially because it's hard to get down in there. This shit might be dry, man. Usually it still has some in the front too there.
Oh, you also said it smells bad, huh?
Yeah, it smells like some cow shit, really. Like I can smell it right now, even with the plug off.
That's what it sound like.
No oil out, but you can still smell it inside. I don't know why it smells so bad, but it always does.
Yeah, I don't think this oil has ever been changed, man.
Yeah, I doubt it. Most of the time, it's never been changed. So, yeah, that's why.
Yeah, some people don't even know it has oil.
Yeah, at all. And it's not like super important, but the bearings on the superchargers can go bad sometimes. It's not common, but it does happen. So in my mind, just having this oil fresh and good will keep those bearings going longer and won't give you those issues, because once those bearings go, you got to take this whole supercharger off and crack the case, and it's a lot of labor just to replace it. So to prevent that, you could just change this oil, or at least make sure there's oil inside of it. With this one right here, I haven't been able to get any oil out yet. I'm trying to get this tube in deeper. If I can get it in deeper, I think we might be able to get something, but as of right now, I haven't seen anything. I swear it should go deeper. Maybe. I just got this rag here to try not to make a mess. It's gonna make a mess, but try to make it minimal. Cool. So let's take this and spread it on. So that's that stuff that smells like shit. Probably can't smell it through the camera, but if you guys have done this before, you know what that smells like. You never forget this one. Let this up so we don't get dripping and put it back in. See if we can get some more out. Sometimes it takes a while, but you just gotta twist the line around until you can find the bottom of the supercharger. milliliters, somewhere around there, off the top of my head. So we got all the old oil out. I got this new syringe with the new fresh oil that we're gonna go put it inside of here. It's about 150 milliliters in all. So I'm gonna put this in first. It's about 100, and then we'll put a little bit more just to top it off. But shouldn't take too much time compared to just get this involved. It's literally like a patient, a doctor and a patient. Get you back on the road about 2 minutes. So this is the plug. I got it on the Allen key. You can see that I have new white tape on it, Teflon tape, just to make sure that it's sealed because of the oil. So I'm gonna carefully put this down in there, try to line it up with the hole without dropping this plug. It's like I do it without dropping the plug, and then I drop the plug. I always do it by hand because you don't want to cross thread this at all. So just twist it in by hand, and then once you feel it started, then you can get your ratchet and finish tightening it all down. Perfect. So you see it down in there. I'm going to just get the ratchet down all the way. Make sure that it's tight, and then it should be good. Kind of hard to see. Got promises down there. This doesn't need to be torqued down tight at all. Just literally like finger tight, wrist tight when it stops. You can. Perfect. And that's it. Just a little bit of oil right here. Make sure everything's nice and clean. Cool. So we got the new oil in there, got the plug back in there, Teflon tape. So we're gonna go ahead and just fire it up. Other than that, this car is all done. Like I said, the jet oil isn't a hard job, but it's something that you should do just because, like you've seen, there wasn't that much oil that even came out because of how much has evaporated. But now that we have the fresh oil in there, he doesn't have to worry about the bearings on the Supercharger going bad anytime soon. Yeah, so thank you guys for tuning in. I'll see you on the next video. Peace.